We do talk together all the time. Not one makes a decision without the other. So as far as menu planning or whatever is concerned, I'll leave that entirely up to Brett. That's definitely his forte. But when it comes to what we're going to do next or whatever, we sit and talk about
trends. There's times that we never agree, but I guess it doesn't stop those things happening. It's the give and take between the two of us that make it work. There might be something I want to do, and Rob's like, "Oh no, it's too much work. You're not going to get a reward out of it." It's like, "But I want to do it." And he's like, "No," and I'm like, "We'll do it anyway." So that's a fair bit of it works like that as well. And then I find that Rob has to help me with that because it's got bigger than I thought. Rob's not so much in the kitchen, because I can see what's going on, and I know if a waitress hasn't cleared a certain table, I'll be like, "Come in," and I'll talk to them direct. Or I'll call Rob over and say, "Rob, can you organise to have to that thing?" Because I'm watching, I can see they're not eating. I've got the main meal starting to come ready, so I sort of have to keep an eye on that way. But no, not much other than that.
Our stuff really good. For me, it's probably, I don't know, my Italian background where I do greet people as though I've known them for years, and that I can't help. Sometimes I think, oh, have I overstepped the mark here by giving this person a bit of a cuddle or whatever. But they've been to the restaurant a couple of times. I feel like I already know them, and they do respond quite positively. Sometimes if I'm standoffish, I get the kiss on the cheek or whatever, and I think, oh yeah, no, it's all fine. Yeah. So I think that has a lot to do with repeat business.
And the bottle of wine I share with customers.
Brett, when he finishes his shift around 9 o'clock, likes to engage in a bit of PR, so he'll come out and sit with the patrons and have a drink or whatever. What we found is every time a new cafe or restaurant would open in town, there's going to be a lull for a little period. It might be 3 months or something, because people do want to go out and experiment and try it out. So, and that's something that you have no control over, really. You can pump money into advertising, but they're still going to go out there and try this new place. There's not going to be enough of a draw card to keep them. They're going to, at some stage, want to try that new place. So you just got to ride a wave.
No, not really. We have got the new laws that come in involving food safety supervisors, that sort of thing, which to me it doesn't really make sense. If you've been a chef for 15 years, you know all about that. It's a little bit crazy. It's just the government and councils, and then maybe trying to make some more money or justifying some jobs, I'm not sure. But then customers come into the kitchen, we've blocked it off to the point that they can't actually enter. So we don't have to worry about that sort of thing too much.
No.
There's the liquor license and all that sort of stuff, but that's sort of been in for a long time. They have made it a little easier to have wine and dine. So when we first opened the restaurant, you had to have a meal and to have alcohol. But there's some new laws that come in that now allow you to have 30% of your customer base only having a drink, which sort of made it a bit easier for some places.
Well, actually, this is something that we've talked about recently, whether to take 10 seats away from the front of the restaurant and put lounges there and have a cocktail hour type thing. And even throughout service, I mean, it doesn't stop anybody from getting up off the table and just having a seat on the lounge in between their courses. And a few more drinks. Yeah. We don't know which way that's going to go yet.
No, we have to talk about last few weeks. So.
I don't think we're really proactive in that respect, because we haven't had any reason to feel that we needed to gauge what's out there. The business has been building up quite steadily and in a positive way. So haven't really had to look outside and think, oh, what are the others, what are the competitors doing? I can only fit 50 people in here, and when that's the scope that you have, then that's it. And while ever it's full, then I have no concerns. So I think I'd probably hire a firm, leave that sort of thing to the professionals, the ones that know what they're doing, and that actually have the manpower to get out there and do it properly. Yeah.